You're listening to the Saturday Night Gaming Podcast, Starfall, run by our head GM, Scott Hibbard. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Starfall.
Oh no. Yes! You're back! We're glad you're back.
What we play the game is maybe what I said actually makes sense to the podcast.
I'm looking forward to finding out.
And if you want a real treat on one of those, go and look up the bonus clip about pyramids.
Man, that's
we need to just turn the page on that.
We gotta re-post that every once in a while so it goes to like the top, you know.
It's just not in a straight line anymore.
The snapping changed that.
It's confuddled.
The Mandela effect, I'm pretty sure it used to be a perfect triangle. Now it's more of a...
It's not even a rectangle anymore.
So before we jump in
rhomboid.
and continue where we left off from last time, let's go around and introduce ourselves here. Go ahead and start with you, sir.
Let's see. Checking my notes. I believe my name is Dan, but I do know that I will be playing Torwynn, the Cherry Carthan, the Bugbear Warrior, who fancies himself as a rather kind guy.
You don't say.
And is looking forward to Iona solving this problem with the Spore Queen.
No pressure.
Yeah. I mean, even dropped a cipher on this.
Jessica.
You did.
I'm playing Iona. I am looking forward to someone else solving this problem.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to be responsible anymore for all of your bad decisions.
This game has solved the problem.
Yeah.
That's debatable.
For
That
certain.
guy could create a problem as well. But
He could save us.
Sometimes the solution becomes the problem.
Sometimes you release one monster to destroy another. I learned this from Godzilla movies.
I am Tony. I am the monster they're referring to. I'll be playing Kenrick Skian the Night Hunter. He's a vicious explorer who hunts by night, magically sometimes. That's it.
oh, okay. Just
I'm looking forward to someone letting me solve this problem.
Are you in beast form right now?
I am not in beast form. I am not in beast mode.
Who we're relying on to solve problems. Anyways, I am Kyle. I'm playing Fern, a guard adept who rides the lightning, and it's less rides the
Mumble
lightning
stuff.
and is the lightning is more accurate, but whatever.
I'm Ronnie, I'm playing Duncan, and currently the Lightbringer's in a situation.
A situation.
It's a sitch.
My name is John. I am playing
I've heard
the Djinn of the armor, and the man in the armor is currently asleep.
Eric is good night, and Jin is awake.
And I am Scott. I am the GM for tonight. And we are running the Cipher system. And we are about to enter into combat. Good way to start off the night, right?
Right, we were, weren't we?
Yes, you were.
No, I was planning to just ask the spores to kindly get out of that poor girl.
Could you just, vacate the premises?
Yeah.
Might as well spend those.
Oh, yeah, from earlier.
Well, we'll say from
That
earlier.
earlier conversation.
Yeah, earlier conversation. But
Oh,
I
that
have
conversation, yeah.
before we jump into combat, let's go ahead and revisit over here in town. with Lord Eric.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
Who's-
forgot we left you there.
He's asleep.
You are asleep.
He nodded off while talking to that guy.
That
He does that a lot. I feel like he might have a
He's
little bit of
narcoleptic.
narcolepsy. Yeah.
He gets bored.
He's not collected.
So you're back in town. They've been gone for some time now.
Oh
Yeah,
he was
where
keeping
have they
that
gotten
busy.
off to?
Yeah, where
We don't even know where they went. I assume that they
You
were
just
unsuccessful.
know the direction they went, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So tell
Like-
us, sir, what are you doing in this fine town?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna walk in that general direction, and maybe I'll catch up with them. If I see something of interest, I'll stop by. I take my leave of this fine gentleman that I've been having conversation
That I am
with.
bold with. I am bold with you, fine gentlemen.
You've been erasing his memory.
He just wanders off.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. When you take him into a grocery store, he just wanders off like
Yeah,
this.
this is how he grows.
This is really him. This isn't a character.
So I am now wandering in your general direction.
I'm wandering in your general direction.
I may or may not find you.
Oh, that's funny.
I have high hopes.
Well, sir, that's good. Maybe you'll find them, maybe you won't, right? Well, do me a favor here. Why don't you go ahead and make a roll there?
I'm gonna do it
For
for you. I'll
do you
do
have
it.
any kind of investigation or tracking or
I
anything related to that?
I have a discover. I'm trained to discover.
Discover. You know, why not discover?
I've been trained in it.
Roll for it.
That was not my role.
I went to school
That's
for that.
I wish that I had chosen the other one.
You
I
went
have
to
rolled.
lordship school.
I have rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4.
4 out of
You're
20.
still too groggy
Well.
to tell anything. It's a
Your
mystery.
Jin is still piloting.
Apparently, Jin did not go to school for it.
He did not go to school.
He did not.
Is his name Jim the Jin?
No,
It's Jenny.
he hasn't revealed his true name to anyone.
That's
With a D. Okay. So. You're doing that. Fantastic. We checked in with you as you're trying to follow the trail and find your allies. Meanwhile, inside this giant tree in the middle of a swamp.
Trees. Knew it.
This is why
I've been trying to tell people for years to watch out for trees, and nobody ever listens.
This
to
is
me.
why you live on the mountain. There's not as many trees.
That's not true. I'm from the mountains. There's full of
Well, it depends on how high on the mountain.
But
Guess this what kind of mountain?
you gotta be careful of the king under the mountain.
Yeah, no, don't mess with him.
he's currently at
No.
war with some kind of lizard. I believe it breathes smoke.
Yeah, it depends on which mountain and how high on the mountain. Mountains, climates change and differ. Yours might be forested. Mine is
Climate change.
very windy.
Knew I should have rolled the forgetful wizard character.
So,
I love
inside this
playing
tree,
those.
a couple of things before we get started with the combat. First, you did activate that cipher when
Yes.
we wrapped up last time. So, as a refresher, what does the cipher do?
It enhances one of her abilities, giving her a step down on difficulty when she uses
I believe it's
it.
a free level of effort, but yes.
Yeah.
Effectively the same thing.
What's the effort enhancer?
Yeah. It was level 3, if that mattered.
Yeah, it was for might, I believe, right?
I think it was.
I didn't have anything written down.
I don't think it's specific. I think it's just any task that you would like. I don't think the effort enhancers are specific to an ability.
Oh, it was a combat one, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, okay.
but the combat one is the one that lets anything happen. It doesn't say it has to be combat. Non-combat one says anything that's not combat.
Right. You can apply one free level effort to any task, including combat, without spending points from a pool. The free level effort provided by this cipher does not count toward a maximum amount of effort you can normally apply. That's cool. Once this free level effort's used, the effect ends. Okay, so yeah, it's a You get 1 hour to use it one time, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. Cool.
And I gave that to Iona.
Correct.
What does it do?
Steps
Level
down in
effort.
difficulty, basically.
She gets a free level
Oh yeah,
of
the
effort,
extra effort that she got.
But it's only a one-time thing.
Yep.
And have I already activated it? I can't remember.
I
You did
put it.
activate it.
I gave it to you. You have an hour to use it.
In other words, you can basically step down one task for free without spending any points out of your pool using it.
Granted, you can also spend points out of the pool and stack them together. So
Yes,
Make it
you can
even
also
easier.
stack, but that's basically what it does with it.
For when you absolutely
Positively gots to kill everybody in the room. AK-47. Set no substitutes.
All right.
So that's active.
yeah.
And also the environment, to put this out there for everybody before we start combat here. The
believe-
environment is very difficult because you've got roots spreading throughout. So if you guys were moving through it for whatever reason, it's going to be a little more difficult.
You mean speed checks are going to be harder?
well,
Yes.
Like running through the room?
yeah, actually.
Basically, it's going to hinder the
Well,
speed
seems so
checks.
surprised. that you
So if you make a speed check to move and take an
I
action.
seem so
Yeah,
surprised.
good
that
luck
you
with
got
that.
it
you
right.
were so dumb,
Well,
Drax.
Yes, actually.
Hope you like falling on your face.
What if I feel like I don't have a penalty here with this
A penalty with what?
movement in rooty places? Can I see this for a second?
Oh, sure.
At least you didn't say seedy.
Oh, I definitely don't have a penalty for that.
Well, you're inside a tree. And you're breathing in spores.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I've chosen not to.
think
I have not
I
breathed
think I
in
got
any
that out of my
spores yet.
system too, as well.
It's true. I've got something special for
Why does
you,
this
by
say
the way.
191?
I don't doubt that
That's
you
not
do
what it says.
because I was already going to offer my own possible solutions as to why I would not have any advantageous benefit over this anyways, even if it ever did come up. So
Yeah. All right. So, with that set, the terrain set, you're a short distance away from her, who, as a reminder of her form, she basically has this very pale skin,
Oh.
almost white as a sheet.
I didn't get that.
Black hair. She's got one red eye, one green eye. The transformation is not complete, as you can tell, as she's struggling for control over the body.
Not complete.
Not yet, at least. You have interrupted it.
That's the one I thought I had.
And with all that said, and before we roll initiative, let me start off the night with an intrusion. Oh, Duncan, my Duncan.
he's using the XP I handed him. Hold on. I
Thank
should
you.
not have given it to him.
What did I just accept?
So,
Don't hand me things.
sir,
Hand me things.
you, first of all, feel extremely sorry for this woman because of the transformation she's undergoing against her will. And you can tell that she's still in there. Therefore, you don't want to approach this combat with in mind that she is the monster. So ultimately, what you want to do is you want to find some way to free her.
Unrelated. I had been approaching here trying to communicate with the being that is using her body and trying to question, how many of these do you have? Ooh, how's this work? Sort of thing. Haven't I? Just
You have, yes.
okay. Just making sure that I remember doing that,
Yes.
and then not succeeding yet. But
That's true.
Yeah.
But you have been trying.
I have been trying.
But yes, Duncan, and I don't think you have any XP, right, to resist?
No, I do
Okay,
not.
so you're accepting. Now, the question is, who's going to help you on this personal mission of yours?
Who's going to help?
Your
Who's gonna
personal
help you?
mission is
Who's
to,
getting this
is
XP?
to free this lady?
What's his personal mission?
Not kill her and free. Yeah, I was gonna
Find,
say I'm
find some
effectively
way
already doing
to
that.
free her, and basically not viewing her as the monster, like understanding that there is a person inside there still fighting to come out. Otherwise, he would just go into a rage and just murder everything. Right?
Yeah, PTSD would set in. And he would
Right.
just-
But right now, your heart's in it. Especially for the innocents that you have always worked hard to try to save.
Yeah, well, that just canceled my first action I was going to take.
Now, it doesn't mean you're not going to strike or anything like that, but...
Oh, good. I might be able to open something up for you then.
I mean, you could easily strike at those roots rather than striking at her directly.
Unless you roll poorly.
Well, I say easily as in he could aim for those instead of, aiming to behead a poor, defenseless, questionably defenseless
Attack
person.
the area rather than the lady.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She seems to be bound for some reason. Why not fix that?
Now, with that said, initiative. Target number is 18.
18, good lord. 19.
You would roll that.
I would like to try counting. Let's find out.
Target number to attack this thing is 18.
Hey, I hit 18.
Well, yes, because the initiative is 18. Or at least she's quick, let's put it that way.
I actually did hit 18.
Did you?
I did. I was hoping I would
Look
hit
at that.
20.
The two that got the XP for the intrusion actually go first.
See, I was talking about
With everybody
counting. I
else.
meant to say counting up, not counting down, but I will take counting down.
I got a
We'll see
12.
about that.
Well, that's didn't happen. What was you two?
You want me to hit it? And it's an 18?
Initiative.
Oh, initiative.
Mm-hmm.
15.
I am not going to go first, so do I need to roll initiative? If I'm
Just to know if you go before
just-
or after.
You can just go last if you can just choose to go last.
Yeah, I'd rather observe for
Okay.
a minute, because I don't really know what's going to happen here.
All right, so
It's a new situation.
you three actually
Mm-hmm.
go. So it goes Duncan, Fern, then the Spore Queen,
And then
then Kenrick, Iona, and Torwynn.
hey,
And however order you guys choose on your turn to do that.
would you look at that? We're already grouped together.
Look at you guys just did that so well. I'm
Yeah.
so proud of you right
It's
now.
not like we sit here in the same spots every week or anything.
We could just go around the table.
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, I'm totally fine with that.
All right, let me pull up the stats.
Am I short distance away to confirm?
Yes.
You're at least
Everyone is short
5 Cosmic Carloses away.
Ah, yes, the Cosmic Carlos.
Yes.
Classic form of measurement.
distance. Cosmic form measurement.
Named after Carlos.
It's
Carlos.
at
Carlos
least
form of measurement.
3 half killer whales.
Wait, baby killer whales? Or
Baby
regular
killer whale. I've never seen a regular sized killer whale, but I have seen a baby killer whale.
All right, it's not that far, to be honest. Because 3 halves, it's only 1.5 actual baby killer whales.
Yeah. And depending on
Anyways.
how old they are.
I'm glad you're keeping up.
You guys are short distance away.
So 1 baby killer whale away?
Roughly.
If that's
Roughly.
what you call a short distance.
Either
Just,
way,
just a whale's tail away.
Oh, okay. Wouldn't that be immediate?
What is it? Out to 50 King's feet?
Oddly enough, yes.
How many American Eagle
I believe so.
wingspans?
Okay.
Okay,
Is that
that's a lot of math, so no, I strike.
It's making me think.
Wait, is that melee strike or is that picket strike?
And as he strikes, the probability of you succeeding.
Yes.
Doggone it!
Never tell me the odds.
All right,
Never tell
you two,
me.
Duncan and Fern, how do you start this off?
Well, I want to get all the aggro so that she doesn't know that. Well, first I need to activate my armor.
Your armor's already activated.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You activated that last time,
That's right, I did.
prior to combat starting.
Well, I'm going to attempt to get all the aggro so that she doesn't see Fern coming.
I've
Even
touched
though
her at least
Fern
once.
is-
And got
Non-consensual.
smacked.
Yeah, he did get smacked back.
That's how he ended up next to you.
You have to ask before you touch people, okay?
Look, I wasn't doing it in any sort of weird way. It's just poking her in the cheek. It's okay. Wait.
I'm going to try and
Wait.
That was her
free
face
her
cheek,
from the
right?
entanglements.
What was that?
I'm going to try and free her from the entanglements,
Oh.
The entanglements.
the roots.
Oh, she's already freed herself from that.
Oh, so she's just standing up by herself. And
Oh yeah, and she's ready for combat.
I don't want to hurt her, so I'm just going to stun her.
with his good looks.
Yeah, Stunner Stone Cold.
It does
would be
one
good.
less damage than normal.
Just say non-lethal at the beginning of every strike.
Non-lethal.
I'm hitting with
Pummeling,
the palm.
pummeling melee attack.
Yeah. I'm aware.
Yeah.
I also have it.
You're at one less point, but dazes your target for 1 round, during which all tasks it performs are hindered. Okay, that's cool. But you have to attack, yes.
Yes.
Okay,
And I am specialized in bashing.
that's awesome. Now you're going to have to move to strike at the same turn.
Okay.
So that's going to be speed. That's going to be difficulty 5 because it's hindered. And it's going to be
Roll
15.
or better.
Do it.
Roll 15 or better,
Yeah, 15 or better.
What if I'm trained in balancing and jumping?
You're an acrobat?
Are you doing multiple
Okay.
things at once?
Jump over
I
the
can
roots?
see that.
Interesting.
You're trained in it, correct?
Mhm.
Leaping off the roots.
Mhm.
Okay. Sounds
Rather
good.
than walking through
So
them.
it's a 12.
Right.
Okay.
So just running straight through the
It
roots.
makes sense. Find the chunkier roots and jump off them. You are straight under the tree.
Yeah.
Don't expect all those to be like little pencil thick roots.
Leap through the air with a mace.
Ah.
What'd you get?
Is that good?
No.
Was it a one?
That's
Zero
like
or
when
one?
Danny says
No, I
neat.
did not.
Okay.
Oh, good. Then
2.
Oh, neat.
Not a one.
In other words, neat.
In other words, that didn't happen.
You know, I
No,
think
it
it's the
did
armor.
not.
I think it's the armor.
Yeah.
It's
Now
the,
you-
it's the holy armor.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure you're used to jumping around in that stuff.
It is light armor now.
You should have waited to activate it till you were in the air.
He's used to being heavier.
light. Just because it's classified as light does not mean it is actually physically light.
That's true.
What are you talking about? It's light armor. Yeah, but it weighs 600 pounds. What?
All right. So you leap across and you go into strike, and of course, as you do, you notice that she glides over and moves out of the way of the attack. She sees you coming. She's pretty quick, actually, when she's not entangled. As your mace hits the ground. And of course, when it hits the ground, you see like almost like a dust like pop up in the air.
Oh no.
You don't have to roll anything. I'm just visual.
Mm-hmm.
This is fine.
You look at your mace and it's like, ugh, it's got this stuff all over it.
So when you
it
say
looks-
like dust, does it look like dirt?
It looks a lot like my car in the
It's
middle
like
of the
colored
spring.
dirt.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good.
But one thing though, you're now within immediate range of her though.
Okay.
Oh.
So you did get that. Congrats.
So I'm gonna do pretty close to what I was already trying to do of getting close, and this time instead of trying to attune to the energy, I'm just gonna try and see if I can draw it out of her, if that makes sense. And again, I'm a little bit hungry. Don't question it. But let's see if I can even get there first in time.
Feed your door.
So the speed roll.
The answer is no. That's a 4, but at least I'll get to immediate range, right?
You get to immediate range, yes. You don't do anything fancy. You just move straight forward.
I'm moving towards her and basically reaching out an arm as if I'm gonna like grab her arm or something.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm not super rushing clearly because roots, and I'd like to keep my face
Yeah.
questionably intact, which is
As you move
whole
through it,
philosophical question.
you notice that the roots aren't just sitting there. They're also trying to wrap around you as you're moving.
that makes sense.
So every time you're moving and you're struggling, you're breaking roots as you're moving forward.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could we talk about I'd say Lord and Savior, but
You're not a cleric.
I'm very much not a cleric, and I don't think clerics are in their right mind.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have a moment to talk about this list? The items on it may shock you.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have a moment to talk about his list? He's got a lot of people he likes to kill.
How enlightening.
Knee slapper.
And thunderous applause
Enlightening.
was heard by all.
That was actually pretty good.
That was good. I dug that.
All right. So the two that are immediate range.
Yes.
You didn't actually try to strike her or anything.
No.
Duncan,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and roll your defensive roll there, sir. Target number is 18.
20.
What?
I'm just going to start giving you lower target numbers, so you roll lower.
Pretty good.
Your target is 1.
I rolled a 0. How is this possible?
The die landed on the edge.
That's because you rolled a D10, man.
Man, that was a nice roll. You went from 2 to 20. That's so fast and furious.
Oh.
So that's a nice major effect.
That is a major effect. Well, you definitely dodged the attack as she attempts to strike you. And you see that her nails begin to grow a little bit longer, and then she tries to strike you with them. Which, thankfully, your armor is still active.
You could break her nails.
But you do get a major effect.
Major effect?
Yes. So, what are you thinking?
What kind of effects do I get?
Let's say, where's our cheat sheet at?
Yes.
Major effect.
Oh,
sorry.
you're keeping the cheat sheets away from us. Okay.
I've got the cheat sheets here.
Oh, okay.
They were hidden.
Well, I did have it right here, and then I did something with it.
They were hidden over here.
Should actually be the sheet you're looking for there in your hand, your left hand.
Yeah, I think he's got it. This isn't the sheet I'm looking for.
That's not even this system.
I just don't know what major effects are.
Oh, wait, never mind. That's not the right one. Where did it go, for real?
Well, I was going to say, he has it in his hand.
Do you? Does it look like
special
this?
rolls? Oh, no, not that specific.
No, there's one that looks like this. There we go, I found it.
Sweet.
It was highlighted, like everything else on the paper.
You're highlighted.
Major effect, right there at the bottom there. Disarm, impair, knock down. Hey, stun!
Oh.
Can we double
The
stun?
actual stun, not the daze.
Oh, that's fair.
I believe that one she loses actions for her next turn, right?
Yeah, she loses her action.
Yeah, so instead of hindering, she just loses it.
Yeah.
So
I
basically,
was gonna say,
until
look, man.
beginning of your next, or no, until beginning, yeah. So basically, her next turn, she loses actions. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she can't take any actions.
So this was
Right,
her
so,
trying.
Yeah, I'm going to stun her.
And then she
Oh, I'm sorry. No, loses its next action. Sorry.
Which is effectively its turn.
Yeah.
Since we all get one action, which
Correct.
On her
should be
turn,
movement.
she loses her next action. Which
Yeah.
is next turn.
Correct.
So you just milled 2 of her turns
Yeah.
with one roll.
Well, you may have bought some time, sir.
How much did it cost?
Everything.
Is it like a timeshare? Does he get like return on investment later?
As he looks at the Yellowstone. What's it orange now? Who knows?
As he looks at his green hammer.
Well, it depends on the ambient light. Man. No.
Well, she's done with her turn.
So,
So, which one of you three? Which, by the way, combat started, so you are frenzied.
Yeah, I guess that means I gotta go, because I would probably take initiative over anybody that's going to be trying to be nice.
Oh, they already did.
Right. Um,
Nice guys saw you, started getting really, worked up, and like, yep, let's go in first.
Yeah, at that point, I think I would just... And most of the routes are like near her, like in her immediate vicinity.
This whole area. The whole entire area is affected by the roots. So if you try to move through it, it's going to be
But I
hindered.
mean, like, so her body, though.
Yeah.
Is it just the body of a small framed female, or are there like tendrils coming off of her as well, or
No, it's just
she's just moving around like a
Right.
spider monkey?
yeah, she's just moving very quickly. And of course, the roots that are all around you are not helping either with you guys. She's using them to, move
hop
and bounce and
yeah,
hop and everything.
Got you. Then I think I still would probably go ahead and try to hit her from a distance.
Mhm.
So I'll go for archery.
All right.
With a
Look
nat
at
20.
that. Nat 20. So this is an attack nat 20.
This is an attack nat 20.
Well, stop that.
So major effect or bonus damage? She's already losing her next action, so. Which, that doesn't really stack
What
either,
is a
so.
major effect that I can take on her? Hindrance or...
knock down, impair. You can hinder her task for the combat duration.
By impairing, could I make it to where she's like stuck to a wall or something?
Sorry, did you say for the combat duration?
He caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you could straight up make it to where
Oh,
you
so
only
I
have
could
to roll
put an
15
arrow to the
instead of-
knee?
Well, something like that. But basically, you would impair her task. So you would drop her from an 18 target number to a 15 target number for everybody.
For the
For the
entire
entire combat.
combat.
Then yeah, I'd like to take him and put an arrow to the knee.
Yeah. So it's any task that she takes. So for instance, attacking. If she attacks or she defends, anything like that, then
Yeah, I
yeah.
was going to say.
Like, I'm berserk, but I think I'm still noticing that they, like, in this, the fact that I'm still human, I think that I'm noticing that they're not wanting to kill her, but I still want to maim.
I could even see it
So-
as one of those things where you're looking at it going, man,
Wanna
she's
go
going to
for
be
the
an
knee?
annoying target to hit. I might
Yeah.
as well maim her now.
She keeps bouncing around, and that's not fine for me.
Stop
I'm starting
bouncing.
to get sick. All of the scotch is catching up with me. Or whatever it was I drank that was sludge-colored at that bar.
want water?
Sit still, girl! And then I'm just going to, like, whoosh, just let loose I call my arrows the hounds of war.
Nice. So you watch her as you pull back the arrow, and she sees you, and she sees the attack incoming. So you see her start nimbly, moving, and then you anticipate, and the arrow flies true, and it strikes.
Yeah. I'm sitting there, I'm like, haha,
Right
no,
leg.
not going to shoot that way. I shot over here, and that's where you were. Lassie. And also,
What's
that
the damage?
is a 6 damage.
Ooh. Nice.
That's painful.
So
I just hit a font.
All right. Nicely done.
Oh.
So now that brings it down to, for her attacks and defense, 5 difficulty. So that's 15 target number. And she still loses her next action, by the way. So
Nice. That's what I call teamwork, Duncan.
So
You distracted her. I shot her.
I'm going to take the lead from my violent friend and also use my bow and arrow.
which one? Oh. That one.
My arrows are only medium damage, though.
Well, to be fair, so it is.
To be fair.
He just says,
But yours aren't hounds, are they?
They
And I'm
actually
gonna roll a 20.
The arrowheads actually look like wolf heads.
I was going to say, do you have the arrowheads,
know what?
like, slotted so they whistle and
Yeah.
howl on the way in?
You just
Did you
rolled a
20 as well?
Well, she's already been dazed and impaired.
She got 3 20s in a row.
Dude,
So-
we were
Can we
kicking some
impair her
butt.
multiple times?
So,
You actually, yes, you can be
never
hindered
mind.
any number of times. There's no limit to hindrance. There's only limit to
So
assets.
both of her knees?
Shoot the other knee.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, ah!
Is she going to be able to walk after this? Do we know a cleric?
We have
As someone that doesn't,
I love that scene.
as someone that doesn't like the gods
So,
at
White
all,
Devil.
I'm actively asking if there is someone that worships the gods in a way that they can heal someone.
No.
well, she is a cleric, but not that kind of cleric.
We can't heal anyone.
My.
Oh, she's a war cleric. Okay.
So I just made her down to a 12 to hit
Now she's at 12.
and did medium damage.
Pretty soon she'll be under a 10.
I'm not going to make the joke I had in mind. I'm just not. It's going to not be
So-
okay.
That should make whatever Iona's about to do a whole lot easier.
Well, I'm glad you got the 20s out of the way because, after 20 comes 1 sometime.
Yeah.
So that was essentially 3 20s in a row.
in a row, yeah.
Which means you don't have to get a
The
20.
odds of that.
I don't know.
At
Let me roll
this
to
point-
find
I'm
out.
gonna roll a 1.
Because we took her down to, what, 12 now?
Yep.
Yeah, 12.
So you just have to roll a 12.
Still pretty formidable, but
Okay.
To shake her hand
not
and ask her if
really
she's
formidable.
feeling okay.
You've just added 30% chance, like, added from the... Well, actually, it was 15, now it's 45% chance of success. So, we've tripled the chance of success.
yeah.
I'm gonna. Are we all attacking her?
So far we...
So far, she's got
Most
2
of
arrows
us
in her,
have
and
been.
she is not excited or happy about this. And
Okay. I will.
happened after
I
she
will
got
set her
One
on
of us-
fire. I will
One of
attempt
us
to
was
set her on
trying
fire.
to siphon the energy off so that the poor little girl who is trapped
Wait.
as the body of the Spore Queen.
So it's a creepy little girl hopping around like a spider monkey.
Well, trying
not
to.
anymore.
She was.
She didn't really have the legs to do it to.
Now she's just kind of.
Now she's sitting there going,
She used to be an adventurer.
she breaks off the arrows.
All right. I'm gonna shoot some fire at her.
Real quick, Tornik,
Yeah,
what was the damage on that, by the way?
it's medium.
his is 4.
You don't have any modifiers to it?
I don't.
Okay. Alright, now I know.
And how do I lower the difficulty?
Well, you do have a free level effort you can apply.
I know. Should I save
Other
that?
than that, you can spend
That's good for
points.
10 rounds, right?
What
That
are
is
you
good for an
using?
hour.
Are you using
That's good for an hour,
fire?
yeah.
The seeds of fire or fury?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
So
concerns.
you had to use out your intellect.
Keep in mind, we are under a tree,
And we're trying to save,
on top of roots.
save
It is a
slash
swamp tree,
bring
though.
this little girl
That is
back.
soaked
somewhat
in
fair, and
juices
that
and-
will be
How many
a lot
do I
harder
need
to
to
light.
give?
And you know
Unless
what's in
it's a
swamps.
gas. Swamp gas!
So, how's your guys' resistance to fire and explosions?
I'm covered in fur.
So how many do I give you?
Not
to lower the
anymore.
difficulty?
Well, so your edge is what, 2?
I
I
was
mean,
covered
Okay,
in
so you
fur.
give 1.
So now the difficulty is
9.
9.
So I used a GM intrusion for you to think how to handle peacefully, and then now she's like,
Burn the world!
Well, we're just trying
Hey,
to burn
to
away
be
the
fair,
spores.
we did do it peacefully, in my opinion.
She's a witch! Burn her! Sorry.
that's what Iona's trying to do. Thank you.
I didn't shoot her in the head.
All right, what'd you roll there? 7?
Yeah.
Ah.
Show that to Dan, please.
So, as
going to
you
be
let
you.
loose the seeds, she brings up a wall of root, essentially,
Oh.
as the seeds smack into it.
Ah,
and
yes.
then-
The old
old
root
wall.
Root wall. That's hard
Did
to
she
say.
just protect me
Root
from the
wall.
fire too? How kind!
Yeah.
See, I knew she was still in there.
then
Well,
the roots burn away from it,
that's not really
revealing her
why I
once
care
again.
about this, but anyways.
Revealing what?
revealing her once again.
Oh, okay.
She's in there somewhere.
So, the wall served its purpose. And you can see the look in her eyes, and she is not happy.
That's fine, she doesn't get a turn.
She goes back up to you guys.
Thought about it.
I'll let you
Which,
go first.
by
She
the
doesn't
way,
even have time to talk.
might roll.
Both of us?
Yep, target number 18.
12.
Do I want to add effort? Probably not. I don't care. Well, that's a 16.
16. Yes. As you notice that you are covered in spores. And the spores are beginning to eat away at you.
Okay.
3 might damage. It's ambient. It can't use armor to negate.
I was about to use
You're
my
gonna make me
paper, and I was
forward.
like, wait a minute.
You're letting me lean forward. Can you give him
Yeah.
3 of my green chipstick? Thank you. Yes, make sure it's 3, not 4. He's trying to skim my damage off of me.
You feel the spores as they're starting to kind of eat away at your body. You didn't know someone until now.
It's fine.
Now you may go ahead and...
I'll let him first.
She still can't attack till next time, right?
Right. She's still stunned.
It
So what
hasn't
if I-
gotten to
She's
her.
getting her bearings right now.
So if I do bash again, that's not going to stun her until next time. She's just still going to
No, Bash is dazing.
dazing.
Yes, which adds a hindrance to her tasks for
Okay.
1 turn.
I'm still going to try and.
So drop her from 12 to a 9 for 1
Alright.
turn.
Hey, if you want to do that, I will accept it and make it real easy.
Yes, I'm going to do that.
I don't think Bash... I think you can use your edge to make it free, right?
I have 2 edge.
Yeah, it's 1 might, so yes.
Okay. And I'm specialized, and
So it drops it by 2. So it goes down from 12 to 6.
okay. I've seen what these dice have done before. I'm not accepting that.
Was it a 2 again?
No, it was a 1.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You sure you don't want to accept another GM intrusion?
Look, he just gave you the XP back that you gave him, okay?
You're welcome.
10.
Well, that beats 6.
Does it?
A little bit.
I don't know, I failed math.
It's
Kidding.
only like 3 or 4 over.
So how do you bash her, sir?
Estimate.
Hit her with the hilt of the mace.
Boom! Right in the forehead.
Actually, to the temple.
Oh!
Oh,
Ouch!
Dang.
All right.
lights out.
That is
And-
him being nice.
How much damage minus the 1 from the bash?
That'd be 4.
4?
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, yes, you have now hindered her test, so now she is a 9 until, let's see here.
Next.
What's the phrasing on it? For 1 round. So basically until it goes back up to your turn.
Wow.
So since you're top of the round. So at the top of the next round it goes away.
I accept.
I'm going to see if I can siphon that energy. Which, yeah.
A 9.
Why must you sit on the edge? It's between 6 and 16, just sitting on the edge. I hate it.
Reroll.
Don't catch on the edge this time.
Alright, so
Hey, that's a 20.
someone has not rolled a 20 yet tonight. It's Lord Eric and Iona.
That's fine. We're taking care of it for him.
We're working on that.
He's getting there.
That's
Well, your siphon energy would deal damage, sir, so
I don't doubt it.
you can add more damage to it, or you could impair. Stun's not going to do anything, because she's still stunned. Knock her down.
I believe this is called bullying.
This poor little girl.
She's not a little girl. She's an evil.
So
You can just take
Okay.
bonus damage too if you like.
To be clear, this is a weapon of mass destruction. It is not a child.
Hey, we've been through this before.
Let's
mean-
argue it again.
that's debatable. I mean, currently she seems like she's around 9. So she's kind of a child.
Are you going to make her a 6 now?
We are just de-aging her. Scientists hate us. Did you know that?
Jeez.
I'm trying to decide between whether I want to achieve my original goal of trying to also attune to the source of the energy as part of that major effect, if you would allow it, or if I want to just do the impairing again.
Well, when you say attune, what are you looking
Like,
to?
my initial thing was like, this is, for lack of better terms, essentially an avatar.
Mhm.
And that means it's coming from some other source that's using her as a puppet, so...
Right.
similar to how I was attuning to the other gods. That sort of attune.
So as to what end? To like track it? To like tap into the energy? Like
Yeah, somewhat like that.
Rip the energy away from her.
To GPS.
Like, I
it?
mean, my original intent was I'm trying to rip the energy away from her now anyways. Now that she's obviously shown aggression.
Right.
Rather than try and peacefully attune to it. Which is why I'm assuming it deals damage in a sense.
I gotcha. So that eventually you could, instead of killing her or whatnot, like you could actually reverse the transformation, basically, right?
Yeah, kind of, pretty
By
much.
removing the energy.
Pretty much. I mean, that's my actual intent now.
Yeah.
With
You can use a major effect for the attunement, then yeah, that makes sense.
okay. Because if I can better understand the energy, I would hope I can better manipulate it.
Correct. All right, and how much damage does it usually do? Was it? It was just touch, right?
Yeah, I'm just doing touch. If you'd like, you could go off of my shock, which is 3.
Yeah, let's do that.
Since that's literally what it is it's a touch attack for 3 damage.
Yeah, let's go with that one. That works.
I'm just shocking her by pulling the energy out instead.
Shocking.
Her whole encounter with you has been shocking.
It has.
Some guy runs in, tries to stroke your cheek, and then everybody else starts beating you around the room because you didn't let him.
To be fair, the only thing
this sounds really
that was
wrong.
exposed was her face.
And she's a child.
And she keeps getting younger.
Apparently, according to the difficulty.
So,
New age was
even
a
with
thing
all
that
of this, still, she hasn't reached impairment yet.
It's just a number.
Oh. Okay. And it's back to me.
It's her turn.
But
And
she
she
doesn't
took it.
have one.
So now,
She takes her turn, and moving
And
on.
now it's your turn.
So she's screwed. Okay.
so,
I just wanted to be
and she's
sure.
still 9. But she's no longer stunned. So the next person rolls a 20.
Yeah. So now when
She's
I
no
own
longer
a,
stunned. She's resunned.
Yeah, she's still
What is she at
dazed
now?
from
12
the
or
strike.
9? She's 9 now?
She's 9 right now, yeah. She's at 9. Target number 9.
not age 9.
Until the next turn, and she goes back up to 12.
Her ears are ringing.
Until he hits her again.
I have 2 effort with a 3 edge in might. So I get a free deduction, correct?
Yeah,
Are you just doing
You can
a
apply
strike?
1 level of effort, yeah, and then reduce it.
So if I run up to just punch her in the face,
Yeah.
I can reduce her to a 6.
for free.
For free.
For free.
Or
I'm
you
doing
But
that.
you have to roll to move up to her, though.
For the speed
And
test.
strike.
You want
Yeah.
me to do a speed check first?
Yeah.
Okay.
To see if you can actually move and strike, or you just move. And that one, due to terrain, is still 15.
Yep. So I can't get over to her.
You can get over to her, you just can't.
I can't strike
Strike,
yet.
yeah.
Got it. I run across the room, but the roots are angry at me for being the first person to start puncturing her with sharp objects.
Tornik?
I don't know any.
How are you going
other
to follow
way
up with that?
Stabby stab.
More piercing?
There's a lot of people in between me and her now.
You know, there is. And what could go wrong with rolling a 1?
Everything?
It's coming soon.
That sounds like a free GM intrusion, and no.
And there's bodies in the way.
They may
Look,
hit the
we're
floor.
I was about to say the same sort of
Yeah.
thing.
But
As long as we don't let them hit the floor, I think we're okay. If they happen to hit the floor, then it happens, but we don't have to let it happen.
Could I try to use discern disposition to see if there's any sign that it's not just the avatar? Like if she's actually still there.
Yeah.
$17.
Yeah. There you go. Yes, and you can see glimpses of her as the attacks are coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see, I guess, almost a human part of her, like reacting.
Okay.
So she's still in there, and she appears to be still trying to fight back.
Gotcha.
Which might be what's helping you with your 20s.
Yeah. Oh, is that what that is?
So I'm going to relay that
Fate.
to the party. Let them know that
She's still in there.
she is definitely still in there.
That explains
Working
why
on
I
it.
didn't get a 20. Rolls don't help each other.
She doesn't seem to like fire, but she is in there. Can anybody think of a way to get the pollen out of there?
I'm not a scientist.
The only thing I could think of was fire to cleanse the area and the forest.
Is lightning close enough?
Iona?
I mean, I thought about it.
Because if I remember correctly,
Lightning is very hot fire, according to one series that I watched.
it is quite literally just instantaneous burning of the atmosphere.
It's plasma.
Yeah, it creates plasma.
Try to light her on fire again. Right? Isn't that what
Go
we're
for
doing? We're still trying to attack her?
Just screamed
She's
out.
I
surrounded
know
by
no
three
other
people.
way to be.
Oh, what did you just scream at?
I
I'm
just
sorry.
screamed out that that the girl's still in there.
She's still in there.
Like
And
she's
Iona says,
feeling all of
good,
the pain.
understand, burn
Okay,
her.
I'm going to try to use the trust rune on her.
Oh, yeah. The one that you used with him.
Never works on him. We'll see.
It works on him. It can work on an angry avatar.
Maybe she's more susceptible
Of some
to
sort.
it. It costs 3 intellect points.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 2 edge.
Right, so it cost you 1.
I get a free effort. Is that applying here, or is that a different thing?
They can apply here too if you like.
Okay.
If you want to go
Can
ahead
I
and use it.
use perfection right now? Or do I have to declare that I'm going to use it like 5 turns ago? It's cipher.
What does it do?
I don't know. I just wrote perfection level 4. I think it's an automatic success.
Let's see.
Whatever it is that I want to do. Because then I don't need to use Dan's cipher.
Well, Dan's cipher is only active for 1 hour.
Perfection. The user treats their next action as if they had rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Right, so it won't work for this one because it takes an action to activate.
Okay.
But if you use Dan's, that's already on you.
Mm-hmm.
With whatever other bonuses you already have as well. Such as the
I'll try to do
3
that
levels
one
of
for
impair.
now.
All right, so what are we doing? You said you're activating the trust room.
I'm going
Right.
to try to use Blessing of the Gods, Authority, Law, and Peace. Yes, it's basically the trust room.
And you're going to spend 1 point to do that. And then you're going to apply your free level of effort.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Just tell
so
me what
that'll
I
bring
need
it
to
from a
give to
9
you.
to a 6.
And
And
do I
so,
need to give you something?
yeah, give me 1 of the blue.
And you could
And
spend
what-
3 more blue if you wanted to
That turned
to
into
drop
a
it
3.
dould down to a 3. For when
I
you
don't wanna do
absolutely, positively want to make sure she trusts you.
I should have done that.
It would have exactly
It would have
worked.
exactly.
And you're like speaking it as she's rolling. You just spoke it into existence.
I know. You jinxed me.
Oh, man.
And you just used the effort enhancer.
Which kind of makes sense through here because since you end the round there, she's starting to become undazed from the attack from Duncan. So as you're using the trust room, you can see that it starts to work, but then the other side of her just overpowers it. It completely breaks the connection as she just goes back to undazed. So you can tell that her other side has reawakened once again. Which brings us back up to the top, Duncan.
Okay.
Back to target number 12.
Target number 12 drops it down twice, so it'd be 6. action. I'm gonna try and still stun her again.
Stone Cold.
Taser.
It's a 10.
After target
beats a
6.
6 last time I checked.
Almost it. Does it?
That's a bash.
This is his counter math.
So that's 4 damage.
Are you,
All right.
you dazing her again?
Yeah.
You strike her with a pommel again.
Pow! She's like, whoa.
Whoa,
And
man.
you're like, huh?
Other side.
That really got me out of it for a second. Ow. Oh, not again.
Ow, I should not have hit myself.
Oh, by the way, might rolls you two.
I'm not getting.
Might
Oh,
roll.
and Kenrick.
Working with these 4 colors.
Might roll. Kenrick.
Might roll for all
Welcome
3
to
of
the
you.
close and immediate
Kenrick.
range.
Might roll. Might roll.
So close and
For
so
all of
far
us?
away.
To avoid being...
Yeah, and that's target
Dissolved.
number 18 for that.
Nope. 16.
Nope.
17.
16, 17.
So it went up.
No,
No,
the
it's-
might roll's always been 18.
The ambient pollen stuff.
Correct.
3
Gotcha.
damage.
3.
If you don't
All
mind,
right,
giving
so it's
him
3
my
might
free as
damage
well.
each. It's ambient, no armor.
Thank you.
Are you just collecting credit?
So, well, no.
Yeah.
Weird question.
Mm-hmm.
If I have, I know it's technically ambient, but does ambient care about non-literal physical armor? Like, for instance, I have an ability called Ward that's just an enabler that gives me +1 armor, but the way it words it, would it make sense?
Ambient, from my understanding, disregards physical armor.
Yeah, that's. I couldn't remember if it specifies if it's only physical armor or if ability armor counts.
Let me check real quick for you. That's a good question, though.
Because if so,
I
then
do have it printed out for that reason.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. Physical armor does not protect against ambient damage, though a well-insulated suit of armor can protect against cold weather, for example.
Okay.
So, even though
So
the
a magical
steel won't
ward.
protect against freezing to death, having it lined with fur, to keep you warm.
The fur would keep you warm.
Exactly. So, to answer your question there, if you have a magical ward,
Yeah, that's literally what the ability is. That's ward.
exactly.
So it would apply there.
I believe it will, because it's not, to me, I don't
Okay,
think
then
it's
I would
physical.
need 2 of those tokens back since I have 1 armor from that.
Or, in this case, it prevents the spores from attaching to you.
Yeah, they can't bite through quite as quick.
Right.
I say bite, but you get the point.
Bite. Absorb. Yes.
They can't pierce it quite as easily.
Now, I meant to do it at the beginning of the turn, but that whole spore thing. But Duncan, in response to all that, so as you strike her and do that, she looks at you and she just like hisses at you. Then you see something very interesting transpire. She is now impaired, by the way. And with that, you see her body start changing as she starts collecting the spores on herself. And she starts mutating.
Does the boss music change?
It does!
Weird. You guys, I think we hit phase 2.
And then you see essentially like additional armor appears on her. That living armor that you saw in the town.
Mm-hmm.
You start seeing that appear on her in a different form, obviously, in a more kind of corrupt form. As you start seeing also a crown above her head as well of branches start forming.
Oh no, she's got crown of thorns.
And then her left eye turns red now. So she goes fully red-eyed.
Might want to get that looked at.
Clear eyes.
Wow.
I was thinking the same thing.
Wow.
Fern?
Yeah, the clerics have little drops they
the
can use to
red
help you with that.
Yeah.
But
I
Not
know
war
because
clerics,
I
though.
know
They
I
add
believe
redness.
him because it
No.
works on his beach ball.
see, now I'm no cleric, but I can do my best. As I'm gonna
You're
continue
not
to
a
try and siphon
cleric?
energy.
TN9.
Take a lap.
Oh, Ben Stein. I remember that.
Wow. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Good luck, me.
We had them.
When you had the beach ball, yeah.
I don't think a 7 does it.
Not on a 9, no.
I just realized I could have just... Well, no, I couldn't have because I'm having to use... yeah, okay. I could add effort, and I have 3 edge, but I'm also... If we're going off of shock, I have to consume 1 edge for that, so it's not technically fully free. Anyways.
Yeah, and it doesn't get through.
Nope, that's fine.
So the armor is reacting back against it. However, you can tell that the armor itself also is carrying the same energy, though.
Yeah, but it's on a different wavelength now. It's passing through another material. It's weird.
Yes, it's very strange. Then you
He's kind of bitter.
hear as she, in that dual voice, she speaks to you. And she says, I will consume every one of you. And then she looks over to you, Duncan. And she goes, I will destroy every one of your order. Starting with you.
So, are you consuming or are you destroying?
Bring it.
I'm confused because I'm also consuming right now.
Bring it!
Yeah. That's actually when he does the pommel string.
So she actually gets to take an action.
Whoa!
Yay! Albeit target number 9. Everyone make a speed or might roll, your choice.
18.
Target number 9. Good job. 18.
I hate retroactively asking this.
Well then, we'll go back to you in a minute.
I gotta roll still.
10,
Hey, that's a 12.
12.
That's a 12. I hate retroactively asking.
What did Dan do?
10. Okay.
You're smiling. That's not good.
Scott said he's going to get back to me.
Oh, that's not good.
That sounds like a 1.
No.
Oh, are you the only one that failed it?
Yep, you got a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's the opposite. Okay.
So, let me give the visual, then you can tell me what you do for your major effect there.
Okay.
All right. So you see here, and she basically reaches into the ground, and then you see basically all of these. What's it called? The fungal.
Spores?
Not spores. The connection, the connectors. The what's it called? How they connect with each other. And
Cordyceps.
Yeah, almost like a
Tendril?
tendrils.
like tendrils. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, fungal tendrils.
Fleshy
for a
tendrils.
better word. Anyways, they start sprouting from the ground to entangle, which each of you have avoided. And you, sir, especially, I guess so you're so far out, you seem to start sprouting up from the ground.
Yeah.
As they seek to envelop you. What do you do
I
for your major effect? How would you like to use that? It's a defensive roll. You could gain an asset if you like on your next action. And you're coming up, so.
Yeah. I think I'm going to say that Could I say that I jump towards her?
Make a movement as your action?
Yeah.
Sure.
Like to dodge
Yeah.
the stuff
You can
that
basically
was-
make the movement as your major effect.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. You can move in closer if you like. Or however you want to move. Do you
So
want
I-
to move, change range?
Yeah, I'm going to change into immediate. Basically, my move or my dodge was jumping.
Yeah.
With my cudgel in the air. I'm gonna knock that armor back off.
Well, so that's what she did for her turn. But she also does one more thing,
Uh-oh.
which is move.
But I just moved towards her.
And she moves short range away from you guys, but long range from Iona.
Yeah.
She moves further.
Okay.
So she sees you move in as you guys just completely just threw off all the entanglements. And so she just, as you're busy handling that and you move in, she moves out. She's not running. She just shifted positions.
Yeah.
So she's still facing you guys.
That puts it.
She's short
They
range.
both went, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now
it's
she's
us.
gone. Now it's you guys, and now everybody except for Iona is short range from her.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Starfall. If you did, be sure to head on over to our website at www.saturdaynightgamingllc.com and check out some of our other cool games. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.